Okay, you got it. Look. Go. Go. Look at you go. Okay, you bubbling. Look. Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a lazy, my posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The bell got my stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presses in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Patience thinner than a pantyhose.
Go over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you to do. Get over here. He's gonna get nasty.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
It's one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruise.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line. Blue line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Over.
Operating from the gun. Perry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the gun, Perry. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
To throw on 3rd down, Perry. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To throw on second down, Perry. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the gun on third down. Perry. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And his kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Detroit! Detroit!
On fourth down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And his kick is good. And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perry. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Watching now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Perry being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Going for it all. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Set. 3-19. Watching now, Barney.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Perry. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw. Lawrence throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that.
This reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in it. I just figured it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive. Perry. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll rifle this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st and 10, Perry buying time to his left. And shutting him off now open field. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. Perry forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Broncos on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Perry rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Perry steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now.
Off the play fake. Perry on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
It's a foot race, past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do it, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Perry finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, Perry. Being chased out left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's a toss coming right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Now they try the right side here. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Back to throw. Perry. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here at Arlington.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. No, check, Patriot.
Off play action. Perry. Buying time, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And we are all tied at 29. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 62 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, Perry steps away to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence, the quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
What's up, bro?
Confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take
Do you guys play each other?
At this point, you just go ahead and play.
Oh, okay. These are dumb.
They'll try and run
Trash.
for 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line.
I beat Reef twice yesterday. Once it was 28-0 yesterday, and then he quit, and then I played him again, and he just changed teams. He was the Chiefs, and I was the who was I? I wasn't the Patriots. I was somebody else, but I beat him 38-35. He was up by 2 touchdowns on me, and I came back on him. He was like, "Yo, I'm finally gonna get my first win against Nano. I can't. I'm so excited."
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long.
He hasn't beaten me in like 10 games, bro.
3rd and goal.
I know he hasn't beaten me in 10 games, bro. Like I'm like 9 games actually, because Madden 19 I beat him 6 times in a total, and then I've beaten him 3 times already in Madden 20.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
I'm just gonna shoot clock on this one. I don't want to play. I don't even know why I'm still playing fucking Madden 19. I don't even know.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Get back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10.
Who?
Looking to throw. Perry. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
NHL 20?
After the penalty.
Yeah, the beta's out today. I got to download it after this game. What?
Off the play fake. Perry.
Oh my
Nearly
God.
another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Perry. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Perry. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to fight him for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. As his guys are in for 6, and the Broncos cut into that lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Perry. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive. as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their
Are you being Panthers?
And none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward.
And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope.
I don't understand the RPOs.
Finished them off and taken away all hope.
I know, but I know how to run them, but I don't know how to activate it. You know what I mean?
Now he's forced out, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much.
How do you cancel the handoff?
And it results in a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
I see. Is it after you snap it?
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone. Watch it now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Defensively,
I don't know how long I have left in my fucking update.
Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way. And you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
Are you the Ravens?
Wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes.
All right, let's